What's going on, traders? What's going on? What's going on? How we doing? How we feeling? Got a little late this morning. Got a little caught up in my little yoga meditation session. Went a little longer than I planned on, but it's all good. We here. Everybody had a good weekend. How's the volume? Is the mic too low or what we doing? Seems like my mic is too low when I was recording my video yesterday. All right. All right, here we go. All right, so for the quote of the day, the world is full of locked doors, and the key is your mindset. All right, so that's the quote of the day. Then that's a good quote to get us going for the week. Let's go ahead and knock out this power range report. And I finally got my monitor. So, my setup's a little different this morning. It's the first time I'll be trading on these, this dual. Technically, it's a 3-monitor setup if you add in the laptop. But it's the first time I'll be trading with this setup. So, I got to get used to that as well. All right. This week there's not a lot going on in terms of economic, events. We see Monday, that's today, which is today. We don't have any significant events going on. Tomorrow, same thing. But there is on Wednesday, we have some significant events taking place. A lot of Fed action on that day. We got FOMC, economics. This other stuff at the top of 8:30. That's normal. So, that's I don't really have to point that out. But at 1400, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have the FOMC economic projections, FOMC statement, Fed interest rate decision, and then 30 minutes later, the FOMC press conference. All right, so Wednesday should be an interesting day. In the afternoon, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to trade it, so I just have to sit back and watch it when I have time. All right, and then 8:30 on Thursday, we got building permits, pre-market initial jobless claims, and the Philadelphia Fed Manufacturing Index, and then Friday, nothing again. All right, so it's a slow week, overall, but there is Wednesday is going to be a very significant day. All right, so for the futures power range for NQ. All right, so we got a high of 11,180 and a half with a low of 11.82 and 3/4. At the time of this posting, which was 8:25, we were trading bullish, up 1.39%. volume of 80K and 330.09 for the ATR. So, that sell off, of course, last week brought a lot of volatility back into the market. So, we're trading with a wide range so far, or ever since that sell off. Let's go look at how that performed with the fib lines overnight. You see we gapped up overnight over the weekend. Traded higher. What is this? Okay, 1.59%, which is really significant for some overnight or for the from open session price action. So right now we're just kind of hanging out sideways and just getting ready for the open. Other than that, I was checking the news this morning. I didn't see anything super exciting. They're talking about the same stuff, the TikTok, the pandemic issues. And pretty much they're just talking about the same thing this morning. I don't really have a topic for the day. Just want to focus on the market and focus on my trading, especially with this new setup. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to, a lot of times I start talking and it distracts me from what I need to be doing, what I'm really here for. So didn't really, come up with a specific topic for this morning. I do have an announcement though. I will be within the next couple of days, I will be posting a new video on Notion. It's already recorded and I edited. I just got to do all those little YouTube things that you have to do to properly post a video. So, as soon as I can, have time to finish all of that, I'll be posting that. Hopefully I can get it done by tomorrow, if not tonight. And with music, that's what I'm missing, the music. Got about a minute before the bell. And we're open. My music player is not cooperating with me this morning. I play my music through Audition. It's not loading up like it's supposed to. Traded a little wild out the gate. You see there on the 1 minute, some indecision and a spike, an immediate sell-off. We got a little battle going on in the first 3 minutes of the open. Nah, see, I could have took a order here at 205 on the hindsight capital side of the game. Could even take it right there at 207.25. Would have gave me a little scalp maybe. But this does look like we're the sell-off makes sense. This looks more, short-term bearish than it does bullish. I wouldn't be surprised if we traded sideways for a while. If we look at the daily candle, where price bounced at this significant pivot point. Old resistance, new support. So that's what we're battling right now. That's what we're testing. This is not a trade. I'm just testing something out. The way I got it set up, while I'm waiting, I don't see anything I want to take yet. And move this over. Alright, so this is my setup on my the middle monitor. Basically, this is going to be like my trade window where I place my trades. I got Ninja Trader 8 over here, and then I got just my trade window in Sierra on the left side. And then, you know, what y'all are seeing on my normal setup, you know, for the stream is just like my Sierra chart, all the, you know, the charts and the stuff that I typically like to look at. So I got it set up to where I can place my trades on one screen, so I'm not trying to bounce back and forth when I'm placing my trades. You know, it's kind of like driving a new car. You gotta, you know, get used to, you know, all of the controls and how the feel of everything, and how you know, get used to the feel of how the car is driving. I got to get used to driving my new trading car. I think we defined a range by now, at this point. I've never seen that message before. I feel like that's a trap. Yeah, I was looking at the break of that previous 3-minute candle, but I felt like that would be the way they were trading right now, the price action. That wouldn't be a real momentum play. You know, it's still trading. You know, anything can happen, but I want to wait for price to come down a little bit or give me a good pullback. Let's see. Depending on what we do from here, we got to pivot at 241. I'd love to get back down to 219-ish or 220.
Order submitted.
Technically, we can look at this this bottom tail wick as a retest of that high we broke out of. But maybe we retest it again. I got an order sitting down there just in case we do. It would have turned out being a pretty good trade. So what's the play? Well, for me, I'm just waiting right now. I'm looking for a pullback. I got an order right here at 241 to retest that, you know, the breakout. Even though it kind of already did on the own, you know, it had like a micro retest, but I got an order sitting right there in case we trade back down there, which could be unlikely, but we'll see. That's just for me though. That's not a recommendation. Go ahead and put that out there. That is not a that is not a recommendation. So for in Sierra, I'm trading. My broker is AMP. For Ninja Trader, it's Leeloo. It's for a funded account. But my regular broker is AMP Futures. Yeah, there was a That's at 244. Technically, I trade both. It's strictly based off of my experience with price action. I do look for a mean reversion, but I take the breakout on trends as well. And it's kind of it just depends on the setup. I'm not just looking for the breakout of a new all-time highs. Is also breakout of what I'm calling, if we're trading bullish, it'll be a green takes out red, or something like that, if that makes sense. So personally, I wasn't a fan of Top Step's rules and the two-part combine. So I mean, just with Leeloo, you don't have as many rules in terms of like how much in terms of risk. They're not so strict with the rules over there. I mean, you have to go in and look at Leeloo for what their different account sizes are and how much you can risk per week or trade or for trade or whatever. But the drawdown, but they're not as strict as Top Step. And just for me personally, the way my strategy works, the way that I want to trade, like when I traded in Top Step, I had to kind of adjust my trades to their rules. But with Leeloo, I don't have to adjust my trades. So it's really just personal preference. It just depends on how you trade. I don't really, in general, I don't put one over the other. But for me personally, I do prefer Leeloo over Top Step just because of the rules and the way they form their combine. With Leeloo, it's only, you pass the combine once and you're good. You're funded. You have to trade for a minimum of 10 days, I believe. I'm assuming you mean when you become funded to paying out the live profits. And I haven't made it to the funded part yet, so I'm still in the combine. So I can't really speak on how they pay out and all that stuff yet. I just started the combine a few weeks ago, or actually it's been over a month. For sure. I'm kind of tracking it on mv3trader.com. If you go to the journal section of the website, you can see the progress. I do keep it updated. Well, I need to update it now, but I update the progress there. I'm working my way out of a drawdown now, so all my profits are coming out of my regular account. a bit extended for me. I really don't like this. Possibly trade higher, but it's personally it's extended for me. Look at the 1 minute. Oh, that was a nice pullback. Need to screenshot that for later. I'm just making a note of something that I will review for later. I put that in the journal. And as soon as I get off here, I post the journal live. And if you have the Notion app, which I'll explain in more detail once I post this my latest video. If you have the Notion app, everything that when I post my journals to the website, you can comment on whatever, anything that you see in there, or you can take, if you like the way I got my journal set up. I'm also adding my trade journals in there, my trades journal in there, so where I the trades that I take in AMP. Probably eventually at some point I'll probably add Leeloo as well, but the trades I take, I record all of that in that trades journal, so I'll put that on there as well. And you will be able to take the template. If you have Notion, you'll be able to take the template and use it for yourself. And all for free of charge. Look, I typed free when I was really typing free. I didn't like it that it was extended, but this would have been a good location to get in off that pullback using the volume profile. On the hindsight capital side of the game. Alright, so it is past 10 o'clock, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. I definitely appreciate y'all for coming in and hanging out and trade with me. Appreciate all the the questions and everything. If you got any more questions, feel free to ask or whatever. Leave it in the comment section below, or you can email me at robwill@mv3trader.com. And I hope y'all have a good rest of the day, and I will holler at y'all later. Deuces.